What is up, gang? Happy Tuesday. It's been a while since I've jumped on live. I'm actually dueling my different social medias, Facebook and Instagram, because I want to talk about a really important topic that I get a lot from my clients in the Lean program, looking for long-term success, and that is the question about plateaus. And today I want to talk to you about the 3 things that you really need to be asking yourself if you've hit a plateau with your weight loss. My name is Amanda Nybird. I'm a registered dietitian with a passion for health and wellness, and my goal is to provide you with relevant nutritional strategies to help you stay on track and get back on track with your weight loss. So I think we've got to start out by talking about what's a true plateau, okay? So I always say a true plateau is, first and foremost, being honest with yourself that you are currently on track, doing the things that you know are supporting your long-term goals. But a true weight loss plateau is no weight loss, so the scale doesn't move, no inches lost, because it's important to look at multiple factors with regarding your progression, how you're looking at your progress towards a healthier you. So no weight loss, no inches lost, no change in your body composition. I'm a huge proponent of looking at your percent body fat because I love to encourage my clients to build muscle and get stronger. And sometimes, you shift more muscle for less fat. And so therefore the scale doesn't move. So no change in your body composition. And then I think it's also important to think about no change in how you feel with regards to, are you sleeping better? Is your stress better? Do you have more energy? All of those things are really important with regards to your overall wellness, okay? So that in 4 consecutive weeks. No, not 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, but 4 consecutive weeks. Here's issue number 1 with regards to people and their long-term weight loss goals. You want a quick fix and you expect results overnight. You don't give anything time to work or not work, okay? I get it. I think that you need to be committed to something for at least 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, in order to see, is this strategy working for me or is it not, okay? A lot of times this is what I see with clients, and this is why we throw away the scale. I don't let my clients weigh for, 7 weeks. Because the first week, you always lose weight, okay? Anytime that you make any changes with how you're eating, how much activity you're getting, how much water you're drinking, you're gonna see the scale move. You're gonna see weight loss. But inevitably, the next week, it doesn't move. You see no weight loss. Heaven forbid you actually gain a pound back of fluid you lost in week 1. And so now you're like, oh, doesn't work. I'm done. I'm on to the next strategy. And it doesn't work like that. It really takes, again, long-term lifestyle change to see long-term progress. So what's a plateau? No weight loss, no inches lost, no change in body composition, no change in how you feel for 4 consecutive weeks. All right, so you're like, okay, Amanda, I have absolutely hit a plateau. I meet all the definitions of a plateau. Check, 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 check. Okay, so now what? Okay, so this is gonna be a 2-part series. So I'm gonna talk about, because I don't want it to be too long. So today's series is about what 3 questions are you gonna ask yourself if you have truly hit a plateau, okay? If you haven't seen weight loss in 2 weeks, then you haven't hit a plateau. I think we've cleared that up. So 3 questions to ask. Number 1, am I being honest with my actions? Looking back over the past 4 weeks, have I had more flex days than I anticipated? Have I had more episodes of, really overeating than I really considered? Have I not been getting in my workouts like I planned? Have I not been focused on whole food nutrition? It's kind of like the first thing you should ask is, again, how honest am I being with myself? So reflecting back on the last 4 weeks, if you had like a week-long vacation 3 weeks ago and you're assessing your progress, at 4 weeks, well, you might need to give yourself another week Because if you lived your best life for a whole week, well, then you weren't really on track for 4 consecutive weeks, you know? If you had a big, maybe a 4-day vacation in the middle of this 4 weeks where, you know, you went to Napa and you ate cheese and crackers and drank wine 24/7, well, okay, then we need to give ourselves, you know, 4 really solid weeks. So it's like really reflecting on what you've been doing. So number 1, reflect on the last 4 weeks. Are you really being honest with your effort over the last 4 weeks? If not, then maybe that's what we need to focus on. Now, if you look back and you go, yeah, I've been busting my butt. I've been 80-20. I've been doing, you know, the things that I know I need to do to be success. I'm still hit a plateau. Okay, good. Number 2, do you need new goals? Okay. So here's the thing. We get so wrapped up on the scale, on the number, on the size, you know? And sometimes it's like, are you working towards a goal that you're just not gonna hit? That you're just gonna be making your life miserable to get to a place that maybe you can get there if you're like 110% restrictive and perfect and, you know, no fun, no nothing. Yeah, you can get there, but to stay there is unsustainable. Is that your goal? Is that what you're working towards? Maybe you need a new goal, okay? And I talk to a lot of my clients in this scenario where we're looking for that last like 5 to 10 pounds. You know, people get really wrapped up in that number, that last 5 to 10 pounds. And, you know, a lot of times I'll have them send me the plateau form and I'll fill it out. And I'm like, girl, you're doing all things right. I'm looking at your pictures. You're a freaking 10. Like, what are we working towards? Why are we making ourselves miserable to, you know, for this goal? Like, let's love yourself as you are. Like, let's live in where you are and stop obsessing over that. Let's make new goals. So, because I'm very goal driven too. So a lot of times it's like, okay, well, your percent body fat is 32. Let's get it below 30. Okay. That's a good place for women to be. Okay, let's talk about fitness goals. Maybe you want to be stronger in the gym. Maybe you want to be leaner and toner. Okay, then let's make our goal more about accelerating our fitness level than a number or something on the scale. Okay, so it's like, okay, let's see if we can squat 100 pounds. You know, I don't know. It's just about looking at new goals. Okay, some of the times for me and my clients, I like to encourage them to think about, again, beyond getting to your goal, like let's make goals around staying where you are, okay? In terms of, you know, what is it going to take to, you know, you come this far. I see you want to go a little bit further, but at the bare minimum, what's it going to take to keep you here? You know, maybe we need to set some goals around that. My goal is to be consistent with my water over the next 4 weeks. My goal is to be consistent with my steps over the next 7 weeks. Sometimes making those types of goals get you to your end result when you're not so focused on, again, a number or a size. And I said this in January. I begged everybody. I was like, please do not make your New Year's resolution to lose weight. You will fail, okay? Because you've been making that New Year's resolution for the past 10 years, 20 years. Make your New Year's resolution around lifestyle changes that at the end of the day will support a healthier you. For example, if you sat in January and you said, you know, my goal for January is to average 8,000 steps a day. My goal for January or for 2020 is to drink, you know, 60 ounces of water a day. My goal for 2020 is to eat out less, okay? If you make just those 3 simple goals, I bet you're in a better place today. You know, I bet you're more active. I bet you're more hydrated. I bet your hunger's better controlled. I bet you're seeing positive results. I bet you have more energy. I bet you're sleeping better. And it's not around like, my goal is to lose weight, okay? Because that never adds up greatly. So, number 1, assess, okay? How true and honest are you with regards to your health and wellness goals? Number 2, set a new goal, okay? Maybe it's time to stop looking at, you know, a number or a size or a place you want to be, and let's set other goals and work towards those. Inevitably, they'll probably get you to where you want to be. Number 3, this is the biggest one. Is it time to take a break? Is it time to take a diet break? Here's the thing. You can't be grinding it out in terms of weight loss. You can't be in caloric deficit, all the time. You can't be crushing into the gym all the time and continue to see results. It just doesn't work like that. Your metabolism doesn't work like that. You have to take breaks in your effort. Now, here's the deal. When you hit a plateau, sometimes hitting a plateau is a really good time to take a diet break. What does a diet break mean, okay? Basically what it means is that you're gonna learn to love yourself right here, right where you are, recognizing that you're not quite where you wanna be, but you're happy with how far you've come. You've hit a plateau, you're doing all the right things, you're not seeing results, it's frustrating you to the point where now you just wanna give up. But you recognize that you, at the bare minimum, want to sustain the progress that you've made. That's when you start recognizing the ability to do that, that's when you see long-term health and wellness results, okay? So when you take a break, the goal is, I'm gonna loosen up my restrictions. I'm gonna stop tracking if you're tracking. I'm gonna stop going to the gym, 7 days a week. I'm gonna stop, getting 10,000, whatever it may be. The things that don't feel sustainable, the things that make, what you're doing really hard, the things that make the fact that you didn't see progress really upsetting because you see them as so much effort. I'm putting in so much effort and I'm not seeing progress. Are the things that you want to relax on, okay? Now, there's a big difference between relaxing and going back to your old ways. And that's really key. So taking a diet break is about deciding, for the next 4 weeks, for the next 8 weeks, for the next 12 weeks, I'm going to focus on maintenance, okay? I'm going to enjoy the summer. I'm going to, take a break, whatever that may be. And here's the thing. I find that even there are seasons in the year that are easier for weight loss than others. For example, the easiest season for weight loss is January, February, March, because everybody's on a diet. So it makes it very simple. Your friends are on a diet, your family's on a diet, everybody's looking to be healthier, okay? And then once kind of summer comes along, it gets a little bit harder. Your days are longer, you're eating later, you're more social, there's barbecues, there's pools, there's lakes, there's all those things. So sometimes now is the best time to take a break, okay? So focus on maintenance over the next 4 to 8 weeks versus weight loss. Then when you're ready to dial it back in and work towards that next goal, then your metabolism is actually primed and ready, because during that maintenance mode, you did a little bit of reverse dieting, okay? Because when you're not tracking, you're eating more. When you're not 100% dialed in, you're more lax. You're allowing your metabolism to recover from that deficit. So 3 things I want you to ask yourself. Let me know what questions you have about plateaus. In my part 2 series, I want to talk about if you're at a point where you are at a plateau, you've assessed the last 4 weeks, you've been kicking butt, you don't need to make new goals, meaning that, maybe you've got a big chunk of weight that you want to lose and you're committed to losing it, and you're not ready to take a break, maybe you just started, then what do? Okay, how do you break through a plateau? I want to talk about that in part number 2. So let me know what questions you have about plateaus. Please share this video with your friends and family, because I think there's a lot of misinformation about weight stalls and what to do. And I think the biggest message that I want to give you guys is the fact that sometimes you need to take a break. And the fact of grinding it out over and over and still not seeing results really can wear you down and cause you to backslide with your progress. So I don't want that to happen to you, especially over the summer season. All right, guys, have a great Tuesday. I look forward to talking to you soon.